Thursday, but we're looking forward to tomorrow, which is Friday. Kelly's here with two new things that are streaming, one for the family, one not so much. Hey.
Hi, great to see you.
Okay, so the first thing, we're going to start with the family friendly here. This is something that's going to start streaming on Friday, Disney Plus.
Yes. So this is Artemis Fowl. You may be familiar with the book series. There's 8 books in the series, and it's kind of based on Irish mythology. So we're talking fairies and dwarves, and it's got a 12-year-old lead who is a criminal mastermind. So it's very fun and something that the whole family can rally around, supported with a great cast too. Dame Judi Dench, Colin Farrell, and directed by Kenneth Branagh. And of course, Josh Gad. So I kind of got a chance to catch up with all of them.
All right, save my father, save the world.
I understand that you were introduced to Artemis Fowl, your nephews. So kind of what did that conversation like?
We were on holiday together, skiing holiday. I asked them what they were reading, and they said, "This, your next movie, Uncle Ken." I said, well, it may not be as simple as that, boys. But what was simple was in reading the book and really enjoying it without any of the pressure of thinking, well, how would it be if it was a movie? And then a couple of weeks later, getting a call from Disney about this very project. It was great to feel, hey, I'm ahead of the game. And I also had my own natural reaction to the story. I wasn't trying to imagine it as a film. I just had the reader's reaction. So I was grateful to the boys for that because it was a great start.
He's this giant dwarf, and he has these insecurities. He wants to be smaller, but it's actually his size that makes him the most valuable. Kind of broader theme and how being yourself can make the biggest difference.
Well, I think that that's the thing I love so much about the film is it's really about this disparate group of people who don't fit in because they are different. And each of them is sort of like on the outskirts, on the outside looking in. But by their own unique attributes and by their ability to see the world from a different perspective, they're able to become almost this family and accomplish unthinkable things.
Talk to me a little bit about the relationship Artemis has with his father, all that he's taught him and the passions that they share.
Yeah, I think Artemis is a really cool relationship with his father. The whole thing of his father teaching him the Irish mythology, which Artemis uses to his advantage later in the film because he knows all this information. I think it's really powerful for the film as well because it really gives it a driving force. That Artemis wants to get his father back.
What they call greatness.
Have you read any of the books?
So I haven't, but this makes me want to go back and kind of continue on and see, because the movie only really tackles the first book. And since there's 7 more, I'm sucked in.
See, but that's what they tell you to do. Watch the movie first and then the book, because you don't want to be disappointed, right?
So true. Something that might be kind of fun for us to read as a family at night, too, and then go into watching the movie.
This next one I've been seeing promos for and I'm interested in, not really family friendly. This is very rated R, but this is Pete Davidson from SNL, or some of us know him from being engaged to, I think it was Ariana Grande. This is, the King of Staten Island, which is coming out Friday as well on demand.
Yeah. So the thing that's cool about this film is it's semi-autobiographical of Pete Davidson's life. So when Pete was 7, his father died. He was a New York firefighter, and he was in the World Trade Center during the September 11th attacks. And so it profoundly affected him. And it's interesting to see kind of how some of that healing can happen on screen when he teamed up with Judd Apatow. Now, in the film, his father is a firefighter that has passed as well. And so we kind of take it from there. So I talked with Judd about helping Pete write this script.
What are those numbers on your arm?
Oh, that's the date my dad died. He was a fireman. Died in a fire 17 years ago.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. It's fine.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not your dad.
I understand it's a semi-autobiographical look at Pete Davidson's life, but talk to me about how it came about and then how you worked with the star to actually write his script.
Well, it's it was a long birth. We started in 2014 when I met Pete when he did Trainwreck, and he was so funny in Trainwreck that the next day Bill Hader recommended him to Saturday Night Live, and he got that job. So when we started talking about all of this, it was even before Saturday Night Live, and we played around with some other ideas, and then slowly we started talking about should we do something really personal based on his experiences. And what we decided to do was an imagining of what his life would be like if he didn't have comedy. because that really was the thing that saved him. Is when he was 16, he started doing stand-up around New York, and it really gave him a purpose. But what if in this movie he had no purpose and was just smoking pot and hanging out at his house, driving his mom crazy? And what would happen if his mom started dating another fireman and he had to deal with all his problems?
I just think that must have been so hard for Pete and cathartic, though, to make this movie. I want to see this, though. Will you recommend it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it will shed a lot of light onto who he is as a person. And it's so great when you can see people be that vulnerable on screen, too.
Especially now, people, I think, want to see someone they can relate to or just, empathize with. So Artemis Fowl, Disney Plus Friday, and King of Staten Island on demand for Friday as well. Kelli, have a good day.
Artemis.